Welcome back to Super Recaps. Today I will recap the latest Marvel show, Ms. Marvel. Kamala Khan, a teenager from Jersey City who is a giant superhero fan, is the main heroine of this show. Today is the first ever Avengers convention, where she plans to dress up as her fav superhero, Captain Marvel. She's extremely excited, but first, she requires approval from her parents to go, and they aren't agreeing. They still handle her like a child even though she is a teenager, and hence, things sometimes get awkward. So now she has no choice but to disobey her parents for the first time ever. She secretly leaves her house with her best friend Bruno to attend Avengers Con, which turns out to be a fantastic event, and we finally get to see how popular and loved the superheroes actually are. Before leaving the house, Kamala found her grandmother's bangle, which she thought would be a cool addition to her costume, so she wore it. But now during the event, the bangle suddenly starts glowing and it turns out Kamala now has light powers. She accidentally uses her powers and causes some damage. A prop hammer is about to hit a girl, but Kamala saves her with her new powers. Her dream of being a superhero has turned into reality, it seems, although she is grounded by her parents at the moment. Fortunately, Bruno, her best friend, is a science genius, and he helps her understand her new powers. They realize that the bangle did not actually give her any powers, it just helped her unleash the powers which were already within her. With her new abilities, she can create solid forms of light. For example, she can make platforms with light. Her life also takes a new turn when a gorgeous new student joins her school. His name is Kamran, and he is Pakistani too, so he and Kamala hit it off pretty quickly. This disappoints her best friend Bruno, who apparently has a crush on her. We are also introduced to Kamala's other best friend, Nakia, who has a bold personality. Despite being just a teenager, she's already running a mosque board. Kamala's first superhero moment comes when a girl gets in trouble, and Kamala has to suit up and use her powers to make platforms and save her. Kamala finds it tough but eventually manages to do it. Her superhero persona, Nightlight, catches the attention of damage control authorities who try to capture her, but Kamran saves her and brings her to meet his family, who are well aware of her powers as they were acquaintances of her grandma, and are immortal interdimensional creatures, known as jinns. Kamran's family needs Kamala's help as her bangle is an ancient artifact that can be used to channel energy called Noor, which can open the gate to their world. However, her friend Bruno lets her know that opening interdimensional gates can be very dangerous, plus Kamala has to delay it a bit as she has to attend her brother's wedding. But Kamran's mom shows her evil colors as she is tired of waiting. Kamran goes to warn Kamala, and the jinns crash the wedding. So, a fight ensues between them and Kamala. Just when the auntie is about to steal her bangle, they suddenly get a vision of a train, and then soon after, the damage control authorities show up and arrest the jinns, and Kamala manages to escape. Later, Kamala's grandmother calls her and tells her that she saw a vision of the train too. Then both, Kamala and her mom travel to Pakistan to meet the grandmother, who tells them that when she was a kid, she got lost, but the bangle helped her find the way by lighting up the stars. Kamala decides to check out the train station from the vision. Here she meets a boy called Kareem, who is a member of a group called Red Daggers and whose purpose is to protect the Earth from any dangers. They reveal to Kamala that Bruno was right and that opening the interdimensional gate will destroy their world. Meanwhile, the evil jinns easily break out of prison but leave Kamran there as he betrayed them. They confront Kamala, and a fight and a car chase scene occur. When they get to Kamala and stab her bracelet, this time Kamala is transported back to the past, where she witnesses the love story of her jinn grandmother and human grandfather during the India-Pakistan separation and wartime. They have a daughter, Kamala's mother, and then the evil sister shows up, and the grandparents must flee. But Kamala is there to help them reunite, which causes a time loop. Now Kamala is sent back into the present, and the interdimensional portal has opened. The evil auntie can't wait to go back home, but Kamala manages to persuade her by begging her to not destroy the world. The auntie is convinced, and so she sacrifices herself to close the portal. Kamala meets up with her mom and grandma. They now know that she's a superhero, and the trio has a long discussion to sort out their differences. On the other hand, as his mother is dead, Kamran gets all her powers, and the damage control authorities are after him. While escaping, he accidentally blows up a shop. Kamala shows up in her shiny new costume, and along with the Red Draggers, she helps Kamran escape. They need some time before they can get Kamran out of town, so they hide in their school in the meantime. But the Dodge eventually finds them, and all the teenagers come together to help. The male damage control agent says not to harm the kids, but the female agent disagrees, so they break into the school to get the teenagers. The kids create a diversion by using some silly tricks, while their main goal is to have the influencer live stream the whole thing to expose it to the public. Meanwhile, Kamala is outside, protecting Kamran with her powers, but damage control eventually manages to overpower her. So then, Kamala begins and uses a new ability that makes her stretchier and stronger, so now she has the upper hand. Kamran loses control of his powers, and Kamala gives him emotional motivation whilst shielding him. She informs him that his mom loved him despite everything, and then smashes a hole in the ground and asks him to escape by using it. Afterward, the public comes together to save their beloved heroes, and the evil damage control woman gets fired. The day ends in a happy ending, and the nightlight is famous and trending everywhere. Kamala does not like the name Nightlight, so her dad gives her a new one, Ms. Marvel, because her name, Kamala, means Marvel. Before the series ends, Bruno reveals that he found something strange in her genetic code, something like a mutation. Furthermore, in the end credits, Kamala's bangle blasts her into the closet, and instead of Kamala, we see Captain Marvel step out of the closet instead. It seems that they swapped places, and apparently, this is where the upcoming movie, The Marvels, will continue from. Thanks for watching. To support the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button and press the bell icon to get new video updates.